She lost everything in an instant, but what she became changed the world. It was supposed to be just another Sunday. Emily had just turned 19. College acceptance letter? Check. Sketchbook full of fashion dreams? Check. Life? Bright. Wide open. But on a quiet Colorado highway, everything changed. She was driving back from a weekend with friends, laughing, music blasting, windows down. She never saw the truck. The driver had fallen asleep. The impact was brutal. Steel folded like paper. They had to cut her out of the car. She woke up 2 days later in a hospital bed. The room was cold. Her mother's hand was shaking in hers. "You're alive, baby. You're alive." But alive didn't feel like enough. It felt like surviving a war no one warned her was coming. Rock bottom hits different when you're still breathing. Emily couldn't move. Worse, she couldn't feel her legs. Then came the words no one ever expects to hear. We had to amputate. Both legs, above the knee. Silence. She didn't scream, didn't cry, didn't ask why. She just stared at the ceiling, frozen, blank. Part of her stayed there in that ceiling for a long time. Pain came later, not the kind they give you meds for, the kind that seeps into your bones, the kind that whispers, "It's over." The mirror broke her more than the crash did. Weeks passed. Rehab was scheduled. Friends stopped visiting. Nurses smiled too much. But one day, she saw herself in the mirror. What stared back wasn't Emily. It was a stranger. Pale, weak, hollow-eyed. That's when she broke. Not loudly, just quietly. Sometimes grief doesn't shout, it just lingers. But someone was watching. Her roommate, 40-something, one leg, motorcycle crash, loud laugh, sharp tongue. Jill didn't do pity. "You're not dead," she said, "so stop acting like it." Emily hated her instantly, but Jill kept showing up, training, talking, daring Emily to look up. One night, Jill played a documentary about the Paralympics. Emily resisted. Jill hit play anyway, and something shifted. It wasn't loud. It was more like a door unlocking quietly somewhere inside her. Athletes, real people, no legs, no excuses, running, jumping, competing, smiling, not despite their bodies, but because they had conquered them. Tears fell, but not the broken kind. The "wait a second, maybe I'm not done yet" kind. At first, she couldn't sit up without help. Then came resistance bands, then balance training, then prosthetics. Day 1, she stood and collapsed. Day 2, same. Day 3, she stood longer. Pain was everywhere, but so was progress. She trained, studied, obsessed, biomechanics, nutrition, mindset. She wrote to a Paralympic gold medalist. The reply? "You don't need to feel ready, you just need to move." And move she did. Not just her body, but her entire identity. 2 years post-crash, she entered her first paratrack meet. She didn't win. Didn't even come close. But she finished. And that was everything. Every step, every breath, every second on that track was a rebellion against who she used to be. In the crowd, her parents held a sign. Still unstoppable. Emily trained harder. Her name started popping up. Articles, interviews, podcasts. She spoke on resilience, on pain, on fire. Each time she spoke, someone in the crowd cried. She was no longer just running, she was healing others too. At 24, she stood under the lights of the Tokyo Paralympic Games. She didn't take gold. She took something bigger. Millions of hearts. Today, Emily runs a nonprofit called Rise Without Limits. She helps kids get prosthetics. She trains girls who think it's over. She gives talks, visits schools, mentors survivors. She tells them, "I didn't lose my legs. I lost who I thought I was, and became who I was meant to be." And they believe her, because she's proof. Living, breathing proof. If you're watching this, and you feel broken, if your life shattered out of nowhere, if you're standing at the edge of giving up, just remember this: you are not finished. Rock bottom isn't the end. It's the foundation. You don't need legs to stand for something. You don't need permission to rebuild. You just need one decision, one spark, and maybe one story. If this story hit you in the chest, good. That means you're alive. That means you still care. That means you're not done yet. So do this. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories that remind you of who you are. And drop a comment telling us, what are you refusing to give up on? We read every single one. Your comeback starts now. And maybe someone else's will too. Because you clicked play.